Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Frost Giant, and welcome back to another deck profile. Now today we'll be looking at the Melodious deck, so let's jump right into this. So a quick thing you guys should know about the Melodious deck is it's all about special summoning and getting more and more of them on the field. So let's jump right into this, and let's look at Mozarta, and which, even though she's level 8, she's really not that hard to get on the field with this deck. Once per turn, you can special summon one Light Fairy monster, which is literally every single monster card in this deck, and no other monsters can be special summoned except light monsters. So, I mean, if you want to special summon any other monsters, boom, they're all light, so no problem. So I've got two of her. I've got two level 5 elegies in which special summon melodious monsters cannot be destroyed by card effect. And if she is special summoned herself, all fairy type monsters you control gain 300, which isn't a lot, I know, but I mean, considering it's still better than having nothing. And it also works for herself, so that's 2,300 is her attack. It's not half bad. Then you have Opera, in which I have three of her, and she cannot attack the turn she is flip summoned or normal summon, but if she's special summoned, by all means, go and attack with her. And if she is used for fusion summon, then melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle for that turn, which is really beneficial. So I've got three of her for that reason. Then I have Area, and I only have two of her, but if this special summon card is on the field, then melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or be destroyed by battle, which really protects you. And then I've got two solos in which, if your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can special summon her. And if she's destroyed by battle, you can special summon one melodious monster from your deck. Which, like, why not summon this one? Its attack is 2600, and you can special summon another melodious monster after that. But yes, I've got two solos. I've got three cannons because if you control a melodious monster, then you can special summon her, so you don't even have to waste her ability in getting another monster on the field. And you can change, once per turn, you can change the battle position of one melodious monster in case your opponent has a few strong monsters on the field and you don't want your life points to be completely wrecked. Then I've got two Sopranos, and which, if she's special summon, you can target one melodious monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. And you can also fusion summon one melodious fusion monster using cards you control. Uh, so, I mean, she's good at getting cards to your hand, especially say you have a cannon in your graveyard, then you can get her back to your hand and special summon her without a problem. Then I have Tam Tam, in which she could be special summoned if you control a melodious monster, and you can add one polymerization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So say like you've already used all three, then you could summon two more and get two more back. Because that's exactly why I have only five fusions in here, but it works. And you can send, if she's used for a fusion, you can decrease one of your Melodious monsters by 500, attack, and inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. So that's not a lot, but it still does something. And then I have Serena, in which she's decent, but I don't really need a lot of her because look at her attack, it's 400. Her defense is decent with 1900, but still not a huge contributor, excuse me, to my team. But you can use her to for two tributes for a fairy monster, and you can and if she's special summon, you can do one additional normal summon on top of your previous normal summon. So in a way, if you get her special summon, then you can pretty much summon up to three monsters this turn. Then I've got Sonata, and I've got two of her because Melodious monsters you control. Wait, I completely butchered that one. I was thinking a different ability. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon her, and if she's special summoned to the field, all fairy monsters gain 500 attack and defense. Which, if you can get two of them on the field and say two elegies, then right off the bat, that's 1600, which you're ramping all your monsters up by. Then I've got two scores in which she's really good, especially if a Melodious monster attacks one of your opponent's cards. You can discard her from your hand to the graveyard, and your monster's attack and defense become zero until the end of the turn. So it's an easy way to eliminate your opponent. Three polymerizations, just to fusion these three. I've got two Valhallas, in which if your opponent controls no monsters, or controls a monster and you control none, you can special summon one fairy monster from your hand. So I have two of them. I have Fortismo, in which you target one Melodious monster and it gains 800 attack until your next stand phase. And you can send this card to the graveyard to special fusion summon. which I guess is practically a special summon. One Melodious monster from your extra deck using cards you control. So again, it's another way to get fusion monsters on the field in case you don't have the polymerization on you. And then I have Cestus of Dogla. I'm pretty sure I butchered that, by the way. But if you equipped it to a fairy monster, it gains 500 attack, and any damage you do to your opponent's life points, you gain. So say you hit your opponent with like 3,000 life points, then you gain 3,000 on top of what you had. So say you like start of the game, you hit them with 3,000, you're at 8,000. Now you're at 11,000. It's really simple. I really like it. So I've got two of them. And I've got two Sanctuaries of the Sky, or in the sky, I should say, my bad, in which fairy monsters you like that you control, any battle damage you would take is 0, so that's a really good way to protect your life points. You all know me, I got one bottomless trap hole in case my opponent decides they have pendulum cards and want to like special summon all of them at once. Boom, I'll take them all out. Two mirror forces, something to protect my life points, and three melodious illusions in which you can equip two Melodious cards unaffected by spell and trap cards, and it can make a second attack. So like I said, say you have like a monster that like does a crap ton of damage to your opponent, and say you have Cestus on them. I don't know why I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah. So you can hit them twice, and you gain double the life points pretty much. But mainly, like I always say, the XYZs and stuff are all for you guys to decide. Except with me, I have Bloom because she gains 300 for every fusion monster you use for her. And if you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard and add it to your hand. Then I've got Scaberta, in which you can banish up to 3 cards in either player's graveyard and she gains 200 based on it. And then you have Boom Diva, for which she cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect, and you take no battle damage from this card. And if she battles a special summon monster that your opponent controls, and she battles it, then that special summon monster is destroyed, and your opponent takes the difference between their attack and yours. So pretty much any damage you would take goes to them as long as they're special summon. So it's really beneficial. But yeah, so that's pretty much the quick rundown. I actually really like this deck. I know everyone has their own variations of it, but so far I'm batting over 500 for it. So, I mean, obviously no deck's perfect. Every deck has its kinks. It all depends on what you draw, but so far I am not doing too bad when it comes to playing with this deck. So, if you guys have any questions, comment below, leave a like. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and if you want to see more deck profiles of anything, comment that down below. Or if you guys are just loving the deck profile series itself, just again leave a like button. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.